Hello all. Well, Paul has requested for me to do a little video update despite the messy garden, so I'm just going to explain what I have actually managed to do with the little time that I get away from Mum. So what we're looking at here is one of the corner beds. Now I did have some fencing down here to stop Lady going in, but I've took that away, and I've took most of the weeds out. I've covered it with some organic manure and some topsoil mixed in there. I've left some of the weeds, and there is plants what are going to grow for next year in here as well, so I've been a bit selective. I've not cleared it completely. And what I've done is put a load of bulbs in here. There's daffodils and tulips, all different varieties. So that's done there. I've started on this bed here. You can see this particular plant is foxglove. That was grown for next year. Got a ash tree what I've got cut out at the back there. I've filled these beds up again with some organic manure, both of those. I'm just going to watch where I'm walking. I've cleaned a lot of the leaves away, but I haven't touched on the other side of the fence. So you can see here, this one's been topped up. Now, Lady got into all these beds, and you can see by the soil at the back there, that's what happens when she gets in. She starts digging and soil goes everywhere. So anyway, I've topped them up. This plant here, the Oriental Poppy, comes back year after year. Again, that one there. So this manure and that should give those a bit of a boost. This here is a clematis, and there's some sort of tree which I've chopped down in there as well. The trees are all now finished, the fruit trees. I've chopped the tops off here. Just watching while I'm walking. Japanese anemone, that got cut down when the winds came a few months early than it should have done. But next year I'm going to actually use some canes to stake it up so that don't happen again. That's the camellia. I've not checked that for buds, but I think that's later than the other one. I've cut down the apple tree at the back there, and I'm still debating what to do at the bottom here. In an ideal world, I would have a nice little art studio in here, just the whole area, but can't afford 15,000 or whatever they are. But if I was staying here and I had the money, that's what I'd have. Right, let's just move around. You can see the shed roof needs recovering. I did have a temporary tarp on there, but that's all gone. I can't get up there on my own because I can get up, but it's coming down. I need somebody to hold the ladder and that, so that's a problem. The polytunnel is ripped. You can't really see it here, but it's ripped at the top, and it's got holes going all the way up. I can see them from here, but you might not pick them up. Basically a cat ran up and down. When Lady came out, the cat was in the garden, jumped over this fence and that, and it ran straight up the tunnel. So it's got little holes and tears all the way across. So that needs, and I've had a look, and I'm probably going to replace it with a newer tunnel, one a bit like the ones at the allotment. But I need to get that shed taken down, and again I need help with that. I need really 2 or 3 people, because it's very heavy and that just wants totally taken down. If we can get that down, then I can put a tunnel which is going to be 3 or 4 feet longer than this one, which will take up that space there. I haven't, as I said, I haven't done anything at the bottom, other than I did clear it a few weeks back, but it needs weeding and tidying up, ready for the winter. Hopefully I'll get that done sometime. These 2 beds, again, I've filled those up. Again, a lady had been in and done a scratching. So hopefully all this fresh soil is going to give the plants, the perennial plants, a good start what are in there. You can see we've still got the rose, which is in flower. We've had multiple lots of flower this year. All the dahlias, I'll just show you there, I've cut back. They all went dark brown with the frosts, and I've cut those back and I'm going to leave them in. These were left in last year and they were fine. I've got them in over here. They're all along the fence there. Oh, hang on, just there, all the way along. They were very late this year coming out, but we had some nice flowers. So again, I'm leaving those in again. Hellebora there, there was 7 in here, but with Lady, she dug some massive holes. I think we're down to just 2 left now. Possibly 3. Yeah. I've got some interesting plants growing down there, and I'm just not quite sure. That I can't make up my mind whether they are from the cabbage family or whether they're poppy related, some of those, but I've left them anyway. There's just something about them. Obviously, what I've also got, and this is what I need to point out to you, we've got all these bird feeders, and these need topping up now. The birds left the garden for a while, so I've left them. But so we've got 2 there. We've got another feeder here. And we've got those there. And there's also another feeder. So I just need, that one's leaning, I need to get that straightened up, and I'll get these all filled up. I've got loads of food to last throughout the winter, and so hopefully there'll be lots of interesting photos and video coming over the winter. I must apologise for my absence. I think most of you know that I'm very limited now with the time I can get even out into my own garden because of looking after Mum. But it's also, I don't know, I've found motivation to do anything really hard, and I knew that I was slipping into that dark pit, you know, because I need projects to work on, and I've not been, and they are the things what keep the depression at bay, and I haven't been able to do them. But what I have done recently is started on the crafting again, doing the cards and all that, and that kind of makes me feel a lot better. But again, you get frustrated when there's things you want and you haven't got the money, but so that gets me a bit down, but that's what happens to us all. But anyway, I'm doing that, and that's my little lifeline at the moment until I can get out and about. Not sure what's going to happen with the allotments. I can't make up my mind whether to renew or not, but one thing for sure, I won't be getting down there while my mum's alive. So it will, any plans for next year and that will be for the purely for the garden here, and we'll just have to see how that goes. So that's it folks, that's a little update from the back of the garden. Thanks for watching.